And just like that, it's Saturday. Recently, on our channel and talking about the game that we're making, we talked about um, the shader stuff because we wanted a more efficient way to show the layers that we need. We really do need it for the look of a pearl because the pearl is the special, special, special thing, the very fancy, special thing, fancy, special, that our game uses as collectibles. You play for a while, you collect a pearl. You play for a little while longer, you collect another pearl. And I am stalling. And um, the pearls are meant to be used in battle. I think we're going to have to say there's a limited number you can bring into a match. And I don't know. It might be one. It might be one. Don't hate me. But it might be one, might be two, might be three. And I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. Uh, the the idea behind the pearl is that it is going to be something you can drop at any time during the match. No, let me say that again. It can be dropped during the second phase of battle. And so you have a selection from your collection. You might have 12 and you can only bring in three, or you might only be able to bring in one. And you're waiting for the best time to drop it. You drop the pearl in battle. So let's pretend we're playing a game and pretend that our pearl stuff is in place. So, oh, is this not working? Stop. Um, oh, OBS, I swear. Okay. You know, if I need to do the stupid, I'll do the stupid. Hey, I'm not above doing the stupid. This is the stupid. Okay. You got it? Did that work? Maybe? Yeah, all right, good. So we're playing the game, and you do need to have an account because that's the only way we're going to be able to save the data, including the data for pearls, which we have nothing. I have different ideas about what I want this collection screen to look like. You need to see a number of them. You need to know that you have a lot. You need to be able to search through them and inspect their details. Anyway, unless you have an account, you can't do that. Can't do the campaign. You can't save the pearl, right? But you're playing, and in the second phase of battle, you could drop a pearl. So this is not a good play, but here we are in the second phase of battle, and we've gotten to this part where we realize cards are turned over, and oh, I'm in trouble. Quick, I'm going to pull out a pearl, drop it here, and change the tide of battle. Um, we'll have to figure it out, but I believe we're going to have an interesting variety. It's all variety. That's the main idea. The fact that you can drop a pearl, it should feel special. You don't have it in the beginning, but then you acquire more and more, and each one is unique. Each one has a unique power, like confusion, which causes the enemy to attack each other, or a supercharge that raises all of the stats on one of your cards, or raises one stat on all the cards, or something. Um, different unique powers when you drop the pearl. This could change the tide of battle. But if I like dropped one for this round one, it might have been wasted. So it's a kind of timing thing. But I want to go along with the idea that you are the general, sending these forces and creatures into battle, determining who goes into battle and what formation you take. I also want that timing, the decision of when to get your troops to do one thing or another. Okay, these cards are terrible. Can I get just a better card? No, of course not. So actually the interface, this whole interface needs to be revised, I know, but we need a way to say you brought in, like in your hand or whatever, you need the ability to see the pearls that you have available and to select when to drop them. Yeah, dropping a pearl is, I think, a special thing we want to show. I think it's interesting to say that if you click and drag, it should be following your cursor. Maybe there's a limit to where it can be on the battlefield, but I like the idea that you are in control of it. And you click, or you release, I guess. You're clicking and dragging, so you release. And the pearl is big, and then it falls. It gets smaller and smaller, and I think we need to have a shadow. Like if I drop it right here, I'm getting into the nerdy details of the art. If I drop it right here, it's big at first, and it gets smaller and smaller as it drops down to the table. At the same time, there's a shadow that comes over here and meets it when it hits the table. This will really sell the idea that it's in 3D, even though we're just manipulating sprites, frankly. Once it hits the table, there's going to be over-the-top effects. You think these effects are good? No, no, these are garbage. But also, even when these are revised, this has to be sort of the baseline amount of over-the-top effects. The pearl has to be the over-the-top, over-the-top, over-the-top effects. So we'll spend some time on that. If I work backwards from that, the moment where the effects are in and we've dropped a pearl and it does a thing, well, we're going to need to develop effects. Before that, we need to drop the pearl. Before that, we need the interface to grab a pearl and drag and drop. It literally is drag and drop. And before that, we need the actual collection, right? We actually need at least a couple of pearls with some power, some unique power. Okay, this is a one shot. I'll take it though. This likewise is a one shot. So I will put the one shots in the back. All right, let's go. So I'm trying to play around. Oh, I mirrored the formation. I didn't mean to, but well, I guess it works. Oh, I'm in trouble. I don't think this is going to work out. We're done. So at least a couple of unique powers, right? And um, although I want a large variety of pearls and their powers, I think we should have some that are more common and straightforward, and some that are really special and unique and rare. That's cool. Because I can imagine we would come up with wild ideas for what the pearls would do, and some are going to be OP. They should be rare. If they are overpowered, even if they're rare, it would be sad to just always be able to always bring it into a match and drop it and win. So I want to be careful about the balance of our core gameplay. So here in the main screen, after you have done some challenge, you come back to this main screen and the pop-up tells you you found a pearl. This is where we've left off. Looks like this. That's not bad. Maybe it's a different color. And interesting to me that they are all purple. Can I, can I get a different hue, please? Like a yellow or an orange. I'm suspicious about our random. And in the past, I've been suspicious about Unity's random and have randomized the seed and such. So, anyway. Um, so we're continuing to work backwards. I think we're almost at the point where we would have pearls with their special name and their special power, and then we would implement the rule for that power when it's dropped. Okay. We have the implementation in place, and then we implement the drop so it can be invoked. There's some thinking to do about how to define the pearl. Um, in fact, that might have to happen soon. I was rethinking how the data needs to work briefly. Briefly. Originally, I was saying, well, no big deal. I can turn one small piece of data into lots of different data, and that's true. I can. Doing that with the campaigns and such. Doing that with the enemy profiles. But I was thinking about that and this is no longer a deck. I should call this something else. I was thinking about that here and being like, well, I'll just do an integer and I will use a binary to determine whether or not you've gotten this pearl or that pearl or that pearl, because if it's turned into binary, those are ones and zeros, and each one can be a different pearl. Well, I did the math. An assigned integer, in other words, it's got positive and negative, but I only count the positives, gives me 30, well, a maximum of 31 different binary bits. Show basically 31 pearls. Now, realistically, maybe we don't have that many, or maybe that's the limit. But even an unsigned integer, we have a limit, 63 unique pearls. I'm actually, being the nerd that I am, more concerned with coming up with a system that would actually allow for an infinite number. In the same way that I was interested in an infinite number of colors, I want an infinite number of pearls. And actually, some of the work on the image is also on deck. So what that means is this integer may not be enough. Might not be called profile deck, and this integer might not be enough. Instead, I might explore the idea of a dynamic array within a profile, which is itself a dynamic array within the game data. It's not terrible, but I'm on the fence on this actually. I'll get there. We're not there yet. The idea is I would like to complete this screen and have this be revealed. Have this data of different pearls stored somewhere. And then we can assign it to a profile and have them actually collect it. So that's for today. Let's start with the look of it, because if you find this pearl, hey, you found a pearl, right? Let me guess, it's purple again? So funny. I'm very suspicious about the random. It's just purple every time. That's so wild. The hue itself is supposed to be random. I wonder if I can change the selection of random colors by changing the code. Let's test that theory. This is really not making sense. So here's the pop-up. The random happens what here? Yeah. I say give me a random color, and apparently that's not good enough. Apparently not good enough, you know? So let's do this, right? And just as a refresher, when we do a float, the top end is actually reachable. You can get a 1 and you can get a 0. These are both inclusive. When we do an integer, the top end is exclusive. And nerdy me would tell you why, but it has to do with the fact that computers love to start counting at 0, and it just makes it more convenient. Okay, so I'm changing it to HSV. Nah, don't need to. So just pick some numbers and make it so. Yeah, see if that works better. I'm just really suspicious about that. I've seen purple, 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 and it doesn't make sense to me. We'll just stay with doggo for now. So after I satisfy my nerdy curiosity on this thing, I will move on. What I'd like to see is, hey, you found a pearl? And I think the very first thing I want is 2 leaves moving away from the pearl. Now, I know right away, I want animation. I want some effects on this thing. I want this to grow, um, pop out a little bit and then settle. This is all animation. I'm going to need control over it that is more than what I frankly want to do with code on the interface. Instead, I want to do it in the engine, try out a render texture somewhere else in the scene, manipulate all that properly, and just display the results from that camera on a little render texture here. Oh, see, this already starts to look a little more purple, purple, purple. Why the purple? Why is it all purple? Am I missing something here? Why? I'm confused. Why would, I mean, we are getting some variation. It's just not enough variation. And, come on. I'm not going to do random color, so I don't know why I'm noodling on it. I'm just curious. Okay, So let's try making a random, sorry, let's try making a render texture that I can display on the pop-up because, while this is okay, um, while it's kind of okay, it's kind of not. Currently what I have is, and it's funny, I'm now wondering if this is better or not. If I make a render texture, can I display it with this way of doing my interface? In other words, I just want to make it a texture and display the texture. Oh, by the way, this is, I'm actually really curious now. Remember this hack? Like for some reason, one of the layers just refused to do what it should. And it was purple or it was pink or something crazy. You know what? I need to test this now. Sorry, nerdy me must satisfy the nerdy. And I want to see if the highlight looks like this pink color because it just did. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. It made no sense. It was inconsistent. And there was nothing I could do to fix the problem until I just hacked it, which is stupid. And I can't, I really can't let it lie. Yep, pink. So weird. And it makes me wonder if I'm just doing this wrong. This pearl color, is this current? Is this being used? Um, Apparently not, right? You know, so what I ended up doing is just saying, well, then fine. If that layer refuses to move, I will force it so, which magically mm, fixed the problem. I don't understand why explicitly saying particular layer of this thing. I don't want to go back and deal with all this again. It's just a hack, and I'm not happy with it. I'm very unhappy with it, but it is what it is. So weird. And I could just stare at this forever, and I don't know. It's really aggravating. Okay. Um, my only question was, does this different way of making the random somehow fix that issue? Because that would be silly as well. But, you know, par for the course with that bug. All right. So let's try a render texture and see if I can actually use it here. Um, First of all, if I can, I'm not going to be doing this at all. This is composing layers of the Perl programmatically. And I think I would just nix all of this. Instead, I would just show a single texture. So this is, where is this? Here it is. No. Yeah. Show all 6 layers. Instead, I would just be showing a render texture. So let's see if we can do that. It's an explicit class, if I remember correctly. And let's call it Pearl Reveal, so it is separate. And I believe, well, this is not a texture 2D. What can I do with it, though? Perhaps I can do something with it. Here. I have a texture. And I would like it to be equal to this Pearl Reveal. And it says no. Are you sure? Hello. Did somebody just follow? Thank you for following. Yo. How's it going? Thank you for following. We're making a card game, so excuse the code. I'll tell you what I'm doing, though. I'm making a pearl look pretty. In our card game, you collect pearls. How are you? What's happening? You doing well? I hope you're doing well. I will show you rather than talk about it. The moment I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to animate this to make it look prettier. You play this game, you collect a thing. Yeah, Unity. Play this game, and instead of collecting, instead of deck building and collecting cards, our game is going to have pearls, which is to say, these are special things you can do in our battle card game. When you play this game, you have cards that you play, and there's one part of the game that's really active. You figure out what you want to send in to battle. But then there's another part of the game that's very inactive, and we want to fix that. So pearl drops is the idea. This phase of the battle where there's 3 rounds, and you're basically just watching these things battle, is passive. I'd rather you, the general, can do something to affect the battle. So we're going to have these magical special pearls that can do things. A pearl drop. This is 1920 by 1080. But if we don't have anything yet, but the idea is we collect pearls. And if you go into a campaign, you go through a series of those matches that I just showed you, but they are special because they have like a little story with them or whatever. But if you get to the end of a campaign, you will complete the campaign and come back to the main screen, and it will look like this. It'll say you found a pearl, and the pearl will look pretty in some way. Let's get a better looking pearl. And this is fine, but it could look so much better. I mean, I want visual effects, I want it to pop out, and I actually want the you found a pearl to be a reveal, like behind some leaves or rocks or something. So in other words, I need this to be animated, and I'm looking into render textures because I think I actually want to do this on a separate camera and compose it and put it here. So I'm looking at that. Nerdy stuff, but lately we've been just playing around with the look of this pearl and thinking about what kinds of powers these pearls could do, like resurrect a card or heal or something. Awesome. Yeah, Unity is fun to learn on and fun to use. It's relatively straightforward. I really appreciate how simple it is to just compose what you need with whatever components you need, and that's what I like. So you like to use Unity now, or have you left it behind? You model more? Cool. Yeah, this one isn't, I mean, technically it is 3D, but it looks very 2D, except for the parts where you see the table. And well, the more I think about the kinds of cool things that I want in the game, the more I keep thinking it might be more 3D. Yeah, Blender's cool too. We really enjoy using open source software on this channel, including GIMP and Audacity and Blender. Yeah, absolutely. Blender's got a lot going on. It's got a lot of cool 2D tools. It's very cool. It's not just for 3D. Got a lot of cool things going on. Recently, I played around with some shader stuff for this game. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it all yet, but right now it's about making this pearl reveal look cool. So I'm done with it. Now eh, it's something. It's going to be cool. So what kinds of stuff are you modeling? I am going to move forward with this pearl reveal render texture. I'm going to see if I can get this to appear in my pop-up. And yeah, actually 256 is exactly what I want. Thank you. I would love it to be available as a texture, and that's what I was just looking at when he showed up. I don't know that I can do this, but I'm going to try. What kinds of stuff are you modeling in Blender? Well, I appreciate the follow. I appreciate you stopping by. Welcome to Lurk. I'm going to continue to look through what I can do with this render texture and see if I can get it to just display on this GUI, because otherwise I'm going to have to show it on camera. Not exactly what I wanted, but it's okay. Be neat. Yeah, I'm doing the nerdy stuff right now. Because I need to find the best way to show this off. I'm gonna just animate some cool reveal. Actually, you know what? Let me just do the art. It's better. I don't mind doing the art now. Making a leaf, duplicating it, pulling it apart, that's actually something I can get done quickly, and I don't mind doing that. In that way, get some progress. Actually, let's just do this. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Stop. Oh. Okay. Really just need enough of a suggestion this gets done. So, all right. Yeah, that'll do. Something like, whoops. Um, ah, oh, please. Go. That could look a little better. Cool. Yes. Nope. Come Okay. Um, better. Oh, I wanted to actually complete that. I didn't. Shoot. Oh, time, please. Right. Oh, it doesn't like when I make it that way. Okay. This to selection and layer that is darker, grayer, and good. Hello? Oh, still on this tool. No. Mm. Okay, I'll just do all the things first. I'll do this one. Let's see. Um, wow, it is hard doing this with a mouse. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Not helping. Okay. I think. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gosh, this is hard. I would like to select it and not be selecting the weird stuff, please. Is there a way to make these handle things bigger? That would be nice. Oh, that is so aggravating. I want this crease of the leaf to be the highlight. And I'm not having a whole lot of success finding the right place for that. Um, oh my goodness, that's really tough. Can we not play it? There. And very carefully. Oh my God. Yeah, I would need the handles to be scalable in order for that to be usable. Not entirely sure that's configuration I have control over. Sure would be nice though. Okay. Whatever. I now need to move on because I'm getting frustrated with that. So if I have a leaf and I have tone, now I actually want to do this in subtract. But, hmm. Okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Instead, I'll just do it this way. There we go. That is not what I was hoping to get. And I would like better control over that. It's definitely not as special as the pearl, but this shouldn't look like ugh. And right now that looks like ugh. Yeah, I will save this. I promise. Um, it goes here. And um, I would like I'd like to make sure I'd like to make sure I have more than a couple of things to reveal the pearl from. You know, rocks, pebbles, as well as the leaves, sand, who knows? Um, oh, good to know. Okay, leaf. And it's not wonderful. In fact, I'm going to have to come in and play with that. But for now, I'm not going to do a programmatic animation to make this reveal happen. Instead, I really want um, control over it And I'm trying to avoid doing this in this camera, and I'm not sure I know why I'm trying to avoid that. Oh, I know why. Because this GUI is constructed with code, and unless I can also display this texture, I'm screwed. So I need to, because this is on top, this is layered on top of the rendered image. Either I create the pop-up with in-engine elements, or I figure out a way to display this render texture here so that I can have more than just the pearl composed, like the layers of the pearl is enough. I shouldn't have all that. So I'd like to figure out how to get this pearl to reveal behind some leaves. Oops. Oh, and I don't need a plane. Really unnecessary to have a whole bunch of stuff, but I want it to look good. And it really does not need to be a big deal. It really doesn't. I mean, this is just too much. I don't need all of this, right? This is just unnecessary. I need a simple. Yep, that. Thank you. Um, it's interesting. Why is it tiny? And yeah, if I have more than one, that's good. So that they can reveal the pearl behind it. And likewise, I do not need much. But I mean, as soon as I start wanting to do effects, animation, I kind of need to be using the engine. There's no reason not to. So sort of like that. Hey, you found a pearl. I mean, yes, I kind of want that. Hello. And I'd like to have that happen off screen against a good background. In other words, I really want to control all of this. So how shall I do that? I need to make sure that I can actually render this to a texture and call it good. Um, yeah, let's make it really obvious right now. So I know the background is part of it. This is another graphic camera. Um, I really don't need anything fancy. This is a minimal setup here. Wow, yeah, I don't need any of this. And the target display is something. I would like it to go to a render texture. What is the magic I do to make that happen? I should do this in a test scene. I don't know why I'm doing it here. Here. Is it based? Ba 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 Let's prototype this with a separate camera. Because it's got special settings. I need to keep special, right? Okay, give me a pearl. And a leaf. These should never be anything. I don't need any of this. None of this, actually. Don't need, don't want. Okay. This, I will keep it 0. I will all right. I have a couple of leaves. Um, and it seems like they should be ready to reveal something cool. Yep, I'm down. So now, um, okay, say, the idea being I could do this and do this, and you see a pearl. In fact, these leaves will just disappear, fade out, whatever. I like that. I'm already upset about the image of the leaf, so let's move on. Quick, before I care. So this is rendering. This target display really should, I should be able to say, yeah, go to this render texture. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Can I say it from here where it's getting its information from? And what am I looking for here? This is not what I'm not finding what I want. Interesting. I would like this, and I don't need this. It's going to tell me there's a problem because there's no listener. Oh, it doesn't. That's nice. But I want this to go out to a render. Oh, there it is. I'm staring straight at it. That. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no camera's rendering to display one. That's correct. But this is now on a texture. Um, and I'm going to compose this now because if um, yeah, I do want it to be that big actually. Uh, hmm, what? Viewport rectangle. Do I have control over this? Is this something I have control over? No, no, no. width, right? I can do this, right? Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Yes, sir. And now when I have leaves, it's there. Of course, the leaves are too small now. Make them bigger, bigger. See? And I'm gonna noodle this a bit more. Okay, okay, okay. It doesn't like doing it that way. It's all right. Okay. Yep, 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 yep. Glorious. So while I'm not completely thrilled with this, it's coming close and is at least showing a couple of leaves, which is kind of what I want. I am going to save all of this copy and we'll stop because it's going to go away. Paste. Got it all back. Now, this goes there. Yes, cool. Um, I I want to see what I can do with this texture because now that I've got something, should I animate this? I guess I should. Just go ahead and do that. Um, don't normally animate with this tool. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody sees nothing. Okay. And can I add more to this? I'd like to. How many frames do I want? Wow, you ask too many questions. Yes, that's how many frames I want. But I also would like um, I really need a separate thing. This is a garbage system. but I will use it. Fine, fine. As long as it's simple, I will use it. Cool. We've got a frame. We've got another frame. And I will need to adjust timing and stuff. Well, I'm going to need to keep an eye on this, right? Yep. I don't really want it to just disappear off screen. Yep. I wonder if I can set up the camera view to show me exactly what I want to see. I know. That's nice, actually. Go. And I'll do the same this one. Oh, did this do two clips for? Thank you. You're so helpful. Whatever. Can I get rid of that clip? Because I don't need it. Whatever. Um, let's make this then. Call it that. Yes, overwrite. Thank you. Blip. Bleep. Likewise, image like that, perhaps a little low and off to the side. Hello. Okay. Beautiful. Should I make everything small? That's a good question. Oh, did I somehow not save that? Wait, where's my animation? Stop. Okay, so for some reason, no. Okay. I need to see this. Is there a way I can just show me this, please? Pain in the butt. I'm doing it for this render texture, but I'm regretting having to deal with the render texture while I animate. Um, why did it stop recording? That's weird. I didn't ask you to do that. All right, I am not sure this is the best way to do it, but that's why we're testing. Um, what? No. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure if this is gonna work out as well as I want it to. But we'll try. Okay, so both move out of the way. Okay. Both start out covered. Okay. And there's two animations now that do this. Fine. Um, cool. Yeah, there's another component. Maybe I should be doing this a different way. I didn't think about that, but that's why we're testing. So here is a pearl that this is really not workable, is it? Actually, that does look cool. Um, I mean, I need to test, so I think this is decent enough for the test. So it's giving me a texture, and what can I do with that texture? That's the question. Um, running to a particular material, aren't I? Ugh. I now wonder if this is even going to be possible. This special material, sorry, the special texture that I'm making, I wonder if this even works. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Wow, this is a pretty elaborate test to do something relatively simple. I wonder if I should rethink this entire thing. But um, let's see. So if I'm actually in the main menu, and I actually reveal the pop-up, there it is, and if I can, yeah, have this somewhere else. Can I just this is running. It's a long way around to get a few things to move. I'm not gonna let go. It's going to happen, but I am not convinced that this is the most, I don't think this is the best way to do it. So I would like this on here. I'm not sure that doing it this way is the right way to do it. This is a render texture. Normally I would use a texture 2D. And the question becomes, can I convert this? No. Because otherwise, yeah, I've got something to show. Can I do that? Save, close, and um, I'm back here. I can't use that. This says no. It's also saying no because of this. But this is wrong too. You know, I would almost want to do something something like this, where I say, give me a white texture to start with. What is this? What can I do with this? Texture format. Oh, well, I mean, those work. I would like that. Can I do that? But there's no input that helps me here. A pointer? Oh, gosh. Ugh. No, I want it to just be simple, please. I'm using a managed language. I would like to just have it manage this translation, please. Texture 2D, white texture. Start with this. I think I should be able to say, grab all the color from yeah, give me a series of colors, please. Um, and a bunch of them. What is 512 by 256? I don't know. I'll let it do with math. This needs to be a number. Yep, and it knows. What's wrong with this? My Perl reveal text is a texture 2D. My Perl reveal is a rendered texture. I would like to get colors. Can I do the same thing that I do here? Native texture pointer. Ooh, wait a minute, wait. This might be the thing. Get this, get this. Hold up, because while I was like not thrilled with the idea of doing this before, now I am. Let's go. Texture 2D. What was it? Create. There we go. And I am doing a standard format. What is this format? Whatever that is. R8, G8, B8, A8, uniform. Okay, whatever. Texture format. Is it alpha 8? Oh, I thought it was just going to be just give me that one. Is it RGB 8? Times 8. Alpha only? No, that's not what I want. RGBA. Let's go. MIP chain. I don't know. False. Linear. Troop. And this native pointer. Yes. I want Perl reveal. Get native pointer. Yes. Right? Yes. Okay. So did this do it? Let's say if this actually exists, right? Then make it happen. Hmm. This says make this happen. And when we let's do that else. I think that's a thing. And um, when we do this, I actually just want that to render. Um, it's different because I have a square texture and I don't want it square anymore, so I'm going to tweak this. Less square. Let's just show it first and I'll make it happen later. Texture 2D. Sorry, this is texture 2D already. So please just show this. Go to town. GUI draw texture. And this is the wrong dimensions, but I'll fix it. Pearl, reveal, text, done. So if this exists, do it. Otherwise, we're just doing that. Yeah. And this, I mean, literally, let's see in the main menu. Get this out of the way. And let's go ahead and hook this up. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it at all, but that's why we're testing. The idea being, if we know the way we want to do it, we can go forward with it. Oh, check. We have a render texture. Now it's not the right dimensions at all. Let's fix that. I'm excited. I'm excited. We need to not make it square. Boom. Boom. Correct. Except for the part where I screwed it up, yes. Yeah. So now, okay. Why did I spend so much time on this? I wanted to see a test. I do have a shader that is rendering a pearl with multiple layers. Now, creating a couple extra, well, a leaf that we could use creating an animation, making a render texture, converting the render texture to a texture we could actually do something with. This all means that I can now do something really fancy with our Perl reveal. Including like have it come at you, have some particle effects, have it glow. I mean, lots and lots and lots of things. By the way, we are using our shader for the Perl, which is super cool. Not just because it's nerdy fun, but because we have some flexibility with it. We can use it in lots of different ways. Okay, this is cool. I think this needs to be so much wider so I can do more with this. I need a better leaf. We need more lots of things, but for an initial prototype of our game, having this work is choice. Und then, okay, so I also need to be able to trigger this and have it stop. Yeah, not just a loop. In fact, is that a thing I can just set? Make difference. Yeah, please don't loop. Okay. So you've played a campaign, and congratulations, you've gotten through the campaign, and your reward is you've come back to the main screen. This is somewhere off screen. And the pop-up is showing here. Oh, of course, it's already played. It's done. I need to trigger it so that it reveals when the pop-up comes up, which it would right now, actually. We show up at the screen and it's here. Of course, I need to make the render texture wider so I have room to move these leaves all the way out of the way. I don't really want them to disappear off the texture. Now I really want to compose this whole thing. I want to put some background behind it. I want to put a shadow. I want to blah, 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 blah. Too much. I'm not going to do that much right now. But I do at least want to trigger it. On the rig, this has an animator. Always animate? No. Um, yeah, no. I want you to. Okay. Do I really need to do this much stuff? I don't want to. By the way, bye-bye. I want you to go to entry and only transition when you should transition. Thank you very much. I'm going to need to. Okay, so they're both here. They both have a start. And to transition to play this thing, I guess I could have used a trigger. Think about that. Um, do I actually need to have a state machine just to say don't play yet and then do this? Please. Don't make this harder than it needs to be, please. Um, right? Like literally no motion, but then transition to play this thing. This is here. Okay. Mm, okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever done. I need it to start? Like, really? Like, can I? Actually, can I just do that, please? Stop. This has gotten crazy. I need you to stop now. I need you to not do the crazy. Thank you. This. Can I play can I don't want a default transition. Oh, you're just a pain in the ass. I'm sorry. Why? Why can't I just have this thing static until I want it to play? Why do I need to make a new state to just implement that? No, come on. Come on. Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Too much. Ridiculous garbage. This needs to go here by default. Okay. Please don't play this by default. Okay. Can I please have this work? There we go. This is the default one now. Thank you. Okay. Default, it's going there doing nothing. Thank God. Now, oh my God. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. I would rather do this with code. This is absolutely no. This is ridiculous. Okay, so now I have a thing I can say begin. It comes here, does nothing, and does not transition to here until that is true. Okay. Give me a break. That's ridiculous. Nah, this is just absolute trash. I'm not happy with how the very simplest thing needs this much help to make it work properly. That's unacceptable. Okay, this will come here when that is that, and this is... God, kidding me. I have to remake the default one just to get this to happen. This is so bad. Nah, man. That is garbage. Okay, and this... Hello? What's up? Can I make a transition to here? What's going on? Make a transition. Oh my god. Wow. This is trash. This is absolute garbage. Come here and do nothing. And then go here when this is true. This is stupid. That is bad. That is not good. That is bad. Okay. Whatever. There's some code on a thing. It's actually on this. Yeah. Go find the animator node. Whoops. Go find the animator node on this thing. Okay. All right. So conceivably, I should be able to tell this animator component to go because I'm setting a Boolean. Wow. I would so much rather animate this with code at this point because that's garbage. Well, okay. It is about the end of the time that I have for today. My goal was to revisit the Perl collection pop-up and make it look pretty. I think we achieved that actually, but there's technical things I still want to sort out, and it's going to take me a little bit. I'll do that off stream, come back, and we'll have something pretty. It's all temporary. It's all a prototype of our game, but these elements, when redone and done a second pass, they all look better, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be glorious. So, I believe we've done it for today. Congratulations. You've made it. We win. And with that, I'm going to depart. And I bid you farewell. Have a good day. Be well, do good. Have fun. See ya.